I was approached by TNH Outdoors if I'd be interested in doing any gear reviews of some of their products that they have. And so I kind of took a look at their inventory and was intrigued with a couple of items. The first one is this pad that is a dual chamber air pad that I think might be a game changer for some folks. And so I'm going to do a review on it here and let you just kind of give you my thoughts and leave it up to you to kind of do your own final assessment on it. All right, let's get started. The carrying bag for this is a little bit more substantial perhaps than what's required, unless of course it never quite gets all the air out of it, and we'll figure that out. But it comes with this this bag here, and it also has just this elastic strap. But this essentially is the meat of this dual chambered air pad. Now a lot of people like to have something to be able to compare it with, and let's see. Here's a Nalgene. All right, so you can kind of get the comparison there. Here is my my Neo Air. So as you can see, so it's a little bit bigger than the Neo Air. How about weight? You know, the Neo Air is I believe it's 8 ounces, or is it 12? Let me double check here real fast before I lie and say something that's not true. Now I'm thinking about it, I think it is 12. Let's see here. So the Neo Air is 12 and 3/4 ounces. Let me see if I can get a close-up of that for you. Okay, it was 12 and 3/4, but I thought, you know, I might as well compare apples to apples here. So I took the stuff sack off of it, and you can see that it is 12 and 1/4. And let's see how the this dual chambered air pad does here. And you can tell it's a little bit thicker materials, and it is 1 pound 6 3/8 ounces. Okay, so that's roughly 10 ounces more. So the first thing you're probably thinking is, well, heck, that's a no-brainer. Why would I want to take an extra 10 ounces? Well, let me give you a good reason. Right now you can buy this air pad on Amazon during their launch for just under $25. This Neo Air right now on Amazon is $169. Okay, so if you're on a limited budget and you want to go with something that's an air pad, you might think about an extra 10 ounces to be able to put you in that. And it's got the dual chamber, so if you lose, and how it's set up is, and I'll show that here in a second. When you blow it up, it's a top half and a bottom half, so if you get a puncture in one half, then you just sleep on the other half, and it's enough to be able to hold up your torso. So kind of a cool idea, especially on the PCT, where you end up with a lot of goat heads that sometimes wreak havoc on some of these air sleep systems. So all right, let's blow this up and see what it takes, see what it looks like. Okay, before I blew it up, I thought, well, let me give you a footprint comparison. And so if you look at how substantially bigger this pad is, that also explains a little bit more the extra weight that it's carrying. And so if you happen to be, you know, a little bit bigger guy and you tend to be a little more of a tosser and a turner, this also might be a very good option for you for the little bit extra weight, especially at the price than the Neo Air. All right, now let's blow it up. Oh, you can see here's the air valve for the one chamber, and here's the air valve for the other chamber. Okay, let's do this. That only took like 5 breaths to get that halfway inflated, and it's advertised as having a 2.5-inch loft with, I think, somewhere around 2.5 on the oh shoot, you know, the insulation factor. I'll find that out for sure. I'll put it in the description what its R rating is. I want to say it's also like a 2.5. So definitely not winter camping, but definitely 3 season, I think. So let me get the other half blown up and see if it takes about 5 breaths, and then we'll get an overall length. So there it is, fully inflated, and it took about 5 breaths also for the bottom half. So 10 breaths to blow up, that's not bad at all. My Neo takes about 18 to get it to where I like it and about 22 to fully inflate. Let's see, 77 inches, so 6'5" for those who are on the taller side. Of course, the test is going to be the sleep test, and I'll let you know how things go after that. Okay, I slept on this, and one of the things I noticed when it's inflated, it does drop a little bit, so it's not quite as wide as what it looked when I had my Neo Air on it. Also, for me, you might notice this end is less inflated than this end, and the reason why is because when I lay on it, you know, my weight adds I guess stiffness to it, and I found that for my my upper torso I needed less air in there, so I was able to let some out, and honestly it's easy to just kind of roll over and just blow a little bit in, see how it feels, add a little bit more, see how it feels, and you can kind of just fine-tune it. So as far as you know, crinkly sound and everything else, I would say it's probably superior to the Thermarest. The other part of it for me was kind of getting used to the baffles at first, but once you just kind of get to the point where you're ready to fall asleep, it didn't seem to matter. So hey, for a price point right now on the introductory of like 25 bucks, minus some change, I think they're going up to 40 to 50 maybe once they get done with their launch. Definitely worth looking at for those who are on a budget and can't afford the $169 for a Thermarest. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed this review.